Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, I am Penj, and welcome back to the Guild 3, where of course we pick things up once more with the Piece of Cake Dynasty. And lovely people, can we have a moment upstanding please, in recognition of the sovereign of the land, Battenberg Piece of Cake, because that's what happened last time out. Our very own Battenberg, who we've seen grow up. He wasn't born at the start of this series, so we've seen him grow into the strapping 33-year-old man he is now. He became the sovereign of the land. And if we go and look at what that means, it says here, the sovereign is superior to all the city's office bearers. The sovereign is only subordinate to the monarch of the kingdom. So he answers to nobody else except the king. So he's not an actual monarch, because monarchs are, sort of a part of a line and appointed by God and all that. So he's not actually part of the monarchy, but he only answers to the monarchy. So he is one of the most important people in the land, and certainly the most important person in the city of Magdeburg, which is wonderful. And it was largely uncontested as well. Largely uncontested. I think he just went in and we chucked some influence at it, and then he got elected. So yeah, and he's in that for life now. That is Battenberg's job until he dies, which is wonderful. I mean, it's not wonderful that he might die. That's a bad thing for us, and it's terrible for Battenberg. That's really going to, cramp his lifestyle a little bit. But it's his job until he dies. We don't contest it. We don't have to reapply for it. He would just be in that job from now until the day he dies, or until we put him in a different job, but I don't know why we would. So that's marvellous news. That's very, very exciting news, that Battenberg is now fabulously, fabulously important. And I think Gunter would be proud. Gunter and Elisa would be very, very proud indeed. And then, of course, over here, we have ourselves the mayor of Magdeburg is Sponge. The treasurer is Berengar. We are trying to get somebody up to be the city legate, so we could have control of the city council and then also the country government as well. So we could have the top four most important jobs in Magdeburg, and that would be brilliant. If we could get that done, I would be very, very happy with that. There's a little bit of work to try and get Jazine up sort of through the ranks and stuff, but yeah, we'll slowly get there. Also last time out, because that wasn't the only good bit of news for the Piece of Cakes, they became barons. So, as well as becoming the sovereign and the mayor and all that kind of stuff, they also elevated themselves up to the social status of baron, which is very, very exciting indeed. So it didn't give them anything particularly exciting like other ones, give you new abilities and all that kind of stuff, send people overseas and what have you. The baron role just gives you an extra business, which is something that we are going to have to look at. Also now, to get up to become a count, which is the next sort of level up, it's going to cost 160,000 money and 30,000 influence. That is a heck of a lot. That is an awful lot of resources there. We've currently got 7,500 money because we spent a significant amount of it last time, and not even 7,000 influence. So we need 30,000 influence just to get that done. So that's going to be quite hard to do. I mean, the money will come rolling in. It's the influence. And then to get the influence, we have to spend the money, which means we don't have the money. So, it's a tricky thing to do to get all that influence. But we'll work on it. Last time out, we also did start spending our money on some of the sort of final upgrades to get our buildings making the top tier items. So this thing here, Baker 4. That meant that our bakery could start making the delightful sounding small cakes of joy, which is lovely. So hopefully we've started making some of those, and we upgraded the tailor so they could start making fancy clothes and gorgeous clothes, and more importantly, garbs. They can make lots of garbs now. So hopefully they are the prime purveyor of garbs around the city of Magdeburg. And I think that's kind of what we did with those. We do want to get that sorted. We want to get 35,000 monies in order to get hospitality level 4, because that means that our inn is then going to be working at maximum efficiency because it can make the barrel of brewer beer and the mead. And then I kind of don't really know what we need to do after that. We've got free reign on another business. I don't think we go on a business that we've already got. I don't think we need to build another one of those. So I think we need to choose a new business. Do we choose a herbalism business? Do we choose something over here? Do we go down a butcher route? Do we get ourselves, I don't know, metalworking place or something? I don't know. We'll have to have a little look around the city just to see where the vacancies are and see if there's anything that's sorely missing that we could capitalise on. One thing we could do, we could have a look at spending some of our influence. And I know it's hard to get influence, but these things are very good. We could look at getting some of these ambition traits in. Maybe we'll have a little look at that as well. That could be quite handy indeed. And Battenberg did some trading last time as well. We shall carry on doing that today. And thank you for people in the comments for reminding me that we also do have Irene here, who can also hold some stuff. Because I was sending Battenberg over to the trade route. Irene was there. And I mean, to start with, she was running and it was fine. We got her a horse in the end. So Battenberg goes over and picks up some stuff. He can carry 60 units of a thing. But of course, we've got Irene. Irene's going to follow him around. So she can just act as a bit of a sort of a pack horse, if you like. And she can carry 60 things as well. And then Battenberg can sell them. Then she can hand the things over to Battenberg and he can sell the extra 60 things. So we can carry double the amount of things to make double the amount of money from our long distance trade route shenanigans. So that's quite good. I'm happy with that. So that's pretty good. Also, there's all sorts of new family members and stuff around the place now. We've got lots of children in the Piece of Cake dynasty now. Who have we got? Let's have a little look. We've got Cheese. We've got Bunt. We've got Genoese. Fruit is still out at the court of the monarch. Berengar is pretty much coming back. That will be good. So Berengar is almost back from his travels, which is lovely. And we do have, where's Jazine? There you are. Jazine is pregnant. So there's going to be another child to Battenberg and Jazine, which is wonderful. So another child for our main dynasty line, which is very, very good indeed. How long is that going to be? 1041. So yeah, it'll be probably, will it be today? It might not quite be spring 1436. It might just sort of tip over into summer of 1437. It might just do that. But anyway, whatever the case, we'll see what happens. But yes, we shall certainly welcome another child to the Piece of Cake dynasty. So let's get some stuff going. Jazine is currently not doing anything, so we might as well get her to go around and do some of the PR stuff just because she can. Let's put you right in the middle of the market. Let's put you right there. That's going to gather a lot of people's attention, hopefully. So you can go over there. And then with Battenberg, let's go and do some more trading because we can. Oh, I've just right-clicked. Hang on a minute. Hang on, Jazine. Go back to there a second. Now select Battenberg. Right, there we go. So yeah, we'll head over to this one for now. We'll have a little look what's over in the Braunschweig trading route. But we did set up another one, didn't we? We set one up to Berlin. The only thing is, I'm not entirely sure where that one is. Is it over here somewhere? Was that it? Was it over here? It was like quite a nice little, it was a nice little setup, wasn't it? It was, it's here. There it is. The long distance trade route to Berlin. It's kind of tucked up into this corner here. But if there's nothing that looks good over at the Braunschweig trade route, we could go and have a look at this one here, because I imagine that's going to have different prices and, you know, resources and demand and all that kind of stuff. So yes, we'll have a little nosy over there as well. But at the moment, you, Battenberg, are on your way over there. So let's wait until you arrive. Are you being accompanied? Yes, you are. There you go. So Irene is chasing after you. And yes, we will remember to use her for double carry capacity. Oh no, an employee has died. Now, it's very odd that that happened because somebody did say, I think in the comments, in possibly the last video or the one prior to that, they did say, do your employees die or do you just work them to death or do they kind of get replaced automatically by younger counterparts or something like that? But no, they've died. Julianne in the craftsman's hut has unfortunately died. Oh no. And of course, we're going to see this. We're going to start seeing this kind of thing now because yes, that's been around for a long time. That's been around for possibly as long as Gunther has, because that was the first thing that he set up. I mean, how old? Helmut is 52, and Woltraud possibly is 51, and Landfried is 48. So these are no longer spring chickens, particularly in the year 1436. They've had some good innings. So I think we need to prepare ourselves for some employee deaths. Let's hire a new worker, because obviously we want them back in. So Vera, there you go. Hello, Vera. 15 years old. 15. Oh my goodness me. Well, hopefully she can get much experience from these, you know, to her, vastly older people that work here. They must be proper like ancient to her, given the time and how long people live. For a 15-year-old to be working with someone who's 52. He's like proper ancient in her eyes. But okay, there we go. So she's back. She is working on some crude weapon hilts, which is wonderful. I don't think we need to repair anything right now. Okay, there we go. That's going to keep happening, isn't it? That thing is going to keep happening. We are going to see a number of our employees dying now. And that's fine. We can replace them. But it doesn't make it any less sad. And of course, they've leveled up. They've got skills, they've got extra productivity and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we are going to be seeing a little possible drop in some of our places as the productivity goes down, as the more experienced employees do die off. While we're here, actually, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the ambition tree. And in the background, we can get Battenberg very slowly heading over to there. So what do we want to get now? What do we want to have a look at? Let's move this over a little tiny bit. I think we could get I think we'll buy a couple of these. It depends how much they're going to be. So that one is intimidation. Don't want that. That's reputation bonus. I'm not that bothered. I mean, we are the sovereign, the mayor. We've got so many important roles. So I'm not really too fussed about getting reputation. That is resistance. So it makes us more resistant to the horrible germs and diseases. But it does affect our reputation. Now, I don't want to actually have a negative effect on our reputation. I'm not really bothered about boosting it, but I don't want it to come down. So I think we'll overlook Dark Secret. We've got those two just there. So yeah, it's coming over to this side, and this is where we sort of thought they were going to be more useful anyway. So that is +5 bonus when bargaining. That is very handy because that will save us money in the long run. That's quite good. That is +10% productivity. That's also good. And this one here is charisma. That is productivity, and that is 1 point of charisma, which is a bit weird because why would you pick that when you can pick that? I don't know, but there you go. You could if you wanted to. So I think let's get this one here. Let's increase our bonus when bargaining because that's always good anyway. So we'll have a little bit of a spend on that. So 1,800. I don't mind that. So yes. And now the next one is 5,000, which we could do, but then we'd have no influence left. And that would make me sad. So let's not do that. That's another +5 bonus when bargaining. So then we've got a choice of productivity or get some charisma. Now what's that? That's +10% productivity, whereas that's only +5. But that does come down to other things. But again, not brilliant things. So yeah, let's just go for this one. Let's go for Taskmaster 2 and get an extra 10% productivity. So there we go, an extra 10% productivity for everybody in the Piece of Cake Dynasty, which is very good indeed. And an extra 5 bonus when bargaining as well, which will apply to everybody, including Battenberg when we go and do these deals, which is marvellous. It does leave us with a little bit of a low amount of influence. I mean, 3,323. That's not great. I mean, we can top it up, as we said earlier, but we do need either big piles of money to do that, or we need everybody to go around and do all that sort of PR exercise thing. So yeah, it might take a little while for us to get that. But of course, we've got +5 bonus to bargaining. So we should see us spending less on buying materials and being able to sell our things for a slightly higher price. So hopefully the money will tick up a little bit more than it has been doing, which is quite welcome. Right, let's get Battenberg over to this trade route then, because we've been waiting for quite a while. And of course, slow-mo mode is very slow indeed. Right, so they're both there. Oh, there's a thing. There's a thing that I feel like I need to be aware of. Court proceedings, counsel, informers, judge. Oh, hang on a minute. That's Thingy, isn't it? That's Jazine. Oh, Jazine, possibly you need to be paying attention to this kind of thing. Yes, hang on a minute. Right, what are we doing? Okay, so it's a pickpocketing crime. The only problem is, now I think that people have said in the comments that what we need to do is the person who is actually going to be doing this, so who's going to be passing their judgment, needs to be in the proper council chamber to actually make their judgment. If they're wondering about doing nothing, they obviously can't be making a judgment because they're not actually in the courthouse or whatever. So we might need to get Jazine in her current job just to go and sit in the little sort of courthouse thing. Now, where is that? The City Hall. There it is. Not too far away. Now, where is Jazine? That's another entirely different question. Oh, she's doing this thing where she chats. She's doing the chatty thing. Okay, yeah, she's doing the public relations thing. We might have to wait for her to stop doing that. Yeah, we can't get her out of this little conversational bit at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, when she's finished doing that, when she's finished nattering to Hugbert, that's a brilliant name. Oh, well done. Hang on, I hope you've hugged him. I hope you hugged him. In fact, check for the plague or whatever first, or yeah, the flu or whatever. And then if he's clear, then give him a nice hug because he's called Hugbert, and that's brilliant. So yeah, once you've done that, maybe we will send you over to the town hall and city or whatever it is, and just see if that actually makes a difference. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, election for office, city legate. Now the city legate position is open. Of course, we can't get into it, can we? We need one of these jobs open. We need one of the middle tier jobs open, and they're not right now, which is unfortunate. Okay, right. Well, let's wait for her to finish talking to the brilliantly named Hugbert, and then when she's finished, we'll send her over there. Meanwhile, we can go back over here and have a little look at what is available for sale over at the Braunschweig trade route. Right, what's going to be good? Let's have a little look down here and see what is going to be good. Luxury items are always a good thing. We want something that's going to sell very, very nicely indeed. So really expensive, I say really expensive things. We actually probably can't afford too much right now. We might need to start on slightly smaller things and try and build up. So like a gold chain. Buy it for 248, sell it for 278. That's probably not worth it. That's probably not worth the effort. That there, we buy it for 181 and we sell it for 190. That's not good either. Poems. Okay, we buy it for 244, we sell it for 214. Yeah, that's really not going to be a financially good decision there, is it? What about D'Artagnan's fragrance? 736, sell for 831. Okay, how many of those can we have? We can buy 7. That's not very many, is it? We need some more money, please. Okay, right, we've bought 7 of those. We don't need Irene to hold anything because Battenberg has got absolutely loads of capacity. So let's go back over here and yes, sell those things and see how much money we made. How much did we pay for them? Oh, I don't know now. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember, but it was about 5,000 or something, I think. An employee has leveled up. That's quite a nice change from them dying. A Landfried. Well done. There we go. I mean, how long this will last, I don't know, but you've got to the grand old age of 48, so well done. Let's give you a point of dexterity. Why the heck not? Productivity, 135%. That is wonderful. I mean, we are aided by our master the slide rule and hard worker and taskmaster and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, himself, he's on 105% just from his own kind of skills. So that's very good. So well done, Landfried. You've done very well for yourself there. Good job. Right, Battenberg, are you even near the thing yet? No, you're not. Right, let's just speed time on. Oh, crikeys, right, there's a trial. There's a trial happening, and I don't think we're there. I'm not entirely sure we're there. Okay, yes. It says okay 14. Are we in slow-mo? And this is happening in slow-mo as well. Okay, right. So we've got ourselves Osfried Roller has been accused of pickpocketing from the Knockenhauers. Okay, and there is evidence presented by the Knockenhauers that this has happened. Okay, so he seems guilty. If there's some evidence, I mean, do I need to look at the evidence? Do I need to see the evidence? Can I assume that this is legitimate and not just forged? So the anticipated punishment is prison time. 1 round. Prison time. Normally we just give them a fine, don't we? Okay. So what do we want to do? I mean, yeah, everyone else is sort of over that side. So yeah, prison time. Yeah, why not? Absolutely. Yes, that will do the job quite nicely. How do we confirm our decision? Is there a confirm button? Or do we just wait for the time to run out? I think we might just have to wait for that timer to come down. I don't think there is an OK button to actually confirm that that's what we want to do. The other two, Elsa and Elsa, okay, right, 2 Elsas are slowly coming over this way. Of course, Elsa Nolla, oh no, not Roller, she was a Nolla. I thought they were the same thing, but no, they're not the same. Okay, oh crikey's right, another trial is happening. They've got evidence as well against the Knockenhauers and how the Hepners have been stealing stuff. Okay, yeah, we'll go with the anticipated punishment. That's all good. Okay, the punishment ended up being a fine of 45 gold. Oh, okay, that wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be. And it does seem to be that we don't have to be in the village hall or whatever it is, the town hall, for that thing to actually take effect. Because I think those judgments just happened and we weren't there because, of course, Jazine is wandering around. So maybe that's absolutely fine. Maybe we don't need to put her in there. I mean, yeah, look, Jazine PieceOfCake voted for prison time. And did that happen? Yeah, the verdict of the honourable judges is prison time. So it must have worked. It must have actually happened. So maybe we don't need to put people into that building. I'm not entirely sure. I do not know. A family member has levelled up. It's Carrot. It's the current heir to the dynasty. Oh, that's wonderful. And it's 1437. Okay, Carrot, what shall we give you a point of? I mean, I'm very tempted to give you a point of intelligence because that's always a good thing. And that would give you an intelligence of 10, which is brilliant. An intelligence of 10 is amazing. Let's do that. Let's make you an absolute super brainy smarty pants. There you go. An intelligence of 10. That is wonderful. So, yeah, you've got +3 from going to the school and +2 because of business sense. Now, normally, we've got loads of cash and I would just kind of go, yeah, straight go back to school. It's fine. Can you wait around in the school for quite some time? Because we're a bit poor at the minute. We haven't really got that much money. If we sent you to the school, again, for 5,000 money, we might not have enough money to buy resources for all our shop. So just hold fire a second. In fact, we could sell all this stuff. That might actually give us quite a bit of money. Oh, we seem to have acquired quite a chunk of cash all of a sudden. We now have 11,000 monies. Hooray for 11,000 monies. Okay, Battenberg, can we... Oh, no, not that one. Can we do this then? Can we sell this D'Artagnan's fragrance for that? Really? Really? That doesn't seem like that much. That doesn't seem like that much at all. But okay, fine, yeah, we'll do if it makes a bit of money. Okay, fine, all sorts of shenanigans have happened. Now, what has gone on here? Your dynasty is growing. Berengar is very proud. Berengar is Sponge's husband, and it says here, conceived an illegitimate child. So Berengar was the one that we sent away on a fun journey to foreign lands to try and bring back some mysterious things, and also to top up our influence. Now, that's worked. We seem to have more influence than we did before. That's fine. I wonder if he's got any items. However, he seems to have returned with a child. This isn't part of the plan. It's fine. I'm okay with it. It's fine. Another child in the dynasty is all good. That's fine. They can go out and get council jobs and go and do other things, other bits and bobs. And it's all good. But you need to just rein this in a little bit. They just need to stop doing this, because that's all very silly. But okay, fine. So the illegitimate child is a boy called Friedbert currently, who has a charisma of 3, dexterity of 2, intelligence of 3, perception of 8, a basic value of 6 for perception, my goodness, and a strength of 3. Wow, okay, that's quite strong for our dynasty. So, okay, fine. Well, we shall welcome you. Of course, you're a child and we will look after you, and you are very much indeed a part of the Piece of Cake family. I imagine Jazine and Thingy Berengar are going to have some words. There'll be a discussion, I would imagine, and they can sort that out between themselves. That's all fine. However, you're not going to be called Friedbert. From now on, you should be known as Parkin. And Parkin cake is kind of like a gingerbread cake. I think it was suggested in the comments, but it was on the list of cakes that I was actually going to include as family names. But yeah, I think it's like a gingerbread cake. It's a very sort of a northern kind of cake, as I would associate it with anyway, sort of northern, sort of English kind of thing. But yeah, it's like a sort of gingerbready sort of sponge cake type thing. Okay, so you can be called Parkin. So there we go. You are done. Right, what's this other stuff? Now, that did terrify me at the start. The leader of the dynasty has died. I saw that and thought, oh no, which one of ours has died? But that's okay. I mean, it's not okay for them, obviously. That's going to really ruin their sort of style. But let's see who has gone. So, Raymond Hepner, leader of the dynasty Hepner, has died. Okay, that's sad because we're allied with everybody. So, you know, we need to show a bit of respect to the Hepners. Can we send them a card? Can we send them a little card and some flowers or something? Just, you know, saying on, you know, condolences on your loss and all that kind of stuff. Because that's not nice. Good news about a long distance journey, and a family member has leveled up. Oh, okay, so Berengar has leveled up on his journey, and he's come back with, what's he come back with? Porcelain. Only 2 lots of it, though. That's a bit of a shame. I was hoping you might bring back some more. Level up wise, let's give you a point of intelligence, Berengar. Let's make you a little bit smarter. There we go. And with Berengar running back home, I think let's send Battenberg over to that other trade route, to the Berlin trade route, and just see what they've got over there. He's on his horse, he's on his riding horse, so it'll be pretty quick. It looks nicer than the other one, I have to say. It looks a lot nicer. I mean, there's a little house here, like maybe a customs house or something. But there's some flowers outside here. There's some barrels. There's a little sort of eating area outside. It just looks a bit more sort of formal and organised than the other one. I mean, there's a room there. There's a barn. There's another little room here. There's all sorts of little bits and bobs around, so carts and barrels and things. And that's good. The other one looks a little bit less sort of official. It looks more like a sort of a market, like a sort of a, you know, like a travelling kind of thing. So they could just shut this up and then move somewhere else the next day. You know, they've got the carts here, wooden table, I guess. But yeah, there's no sort of permanent buildings or anything. So yeah, the one to Berlin does seem a little bit better. But I guess that's kind of what you might expect. I don't know, actually, at this point in history, I don't know if Braunschweig or Berlin are bigger. I mean, Berlin is obviously very important nowadays. I don't know if back in the 1400s it was the capital or whatever. I don't know. My knowledge of German history in the 1400s is practically non-existent, apart from there was a city called Magdeburg there, and it was kind of near to Braunschweig and Berlin. That's about it. That's all I've got with that. So, yeah, I don't know. But the place over here just does look quite nice. It just looks like a little sort of self-contained place with a courtyard and everything. So, yeah, let's go and have a look over here. Just see if there's any good deals over there. We have now got a little bit more money to invest, which is very, very nice indeed. Also, carrot. I mean, you're 14. Are you going to be able to actually go to school anymore? Yes, you can. Do you know what? Back to school with you. If you can get an extra couple of experience points or some skills or whatever, then yeah, that's a good thing. We might as well send you there because yes, you're next in line to the dynasty. And Lemon Drizzle is still there as well. Can we see how near you are? Oh, yeah, you're nearly done as well. Lemon Drizzle has nearly completed their schooling. Okay, so we're going to need to spend another 5,000 on getting Lemon Drizzle back into the school. That's fine. We can cope with that. That's all okay. Right, okay, let's see what it looks like over here at the Berlin trade route. And here comes Berengar running home. Oh, Berengar, you're going to be in for some questions, sir. Yeah, okay, so yeah, he'll come home and go, hello, yes, I've come back from my overseas voyage. I've bought this porcelain, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, it is beautiful, yeah. I've also bought this illegitimately conceived child. This is Parkin. Hello, everyone, look at the porcelain, isn't it lovely? So yeah, I think he might be in trouble. However, Battenberg and Jazine have had their child. So another child on the main sort of dynasty line there for the piece of cakes. This is very exciting indeed. So charisma 5, dexterity of 2, intelligence 6, perception 4, strength 4. Oh my goodness me. That's very strong for a piece of cake child. Okay, that's wonderful. Right, now we need to go and get another name. I mean, there's only so many types of cake in the world. I'm not running out, but, you know, by the time we get to, I don't know, the 1460s, if we get that far, we might be running low on cake options. The latest child of the piece of cakes is going to be known as Stollen, which is a good name because Stollen is a very German thing. We are in Germany, of course we are. Now, I know there might be a few people that are saying that Stollen is not actually technically a cake. Some people might be saying that it's a bread. And I did look this up. I had to look this up on the internet. I looked at Wikipedia, and Wikipedia does describe Stollen as a kind of fruit bread. But I've always known Stollen as Stollen cake. It's a Stollen cake. It's a kind of thing that appears in the UK around Christmas time. I don't know if in Germany it's a thing you eat all year round or whatever. I'm not sure. But yeah, in the UK, Stollen cake appears around Christmas time, and it is Stollen cake. It's not Stollen bread. It's Stollen cake. So we're going to go for that. We're going to go for Stollen. Hopefully that does not, that doesn't upset anybody and make everybody irate that we've named one of the piece of cakes after possibly some bread rather than a cake. So yeah, there you go. You can be Stollen. And it's good. It's patriotic. It's German and we're in Germany and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it works out very well indeed. Okay. So no pregnancy. That's now sorted. You lose your charisma. Do you get extra charisma when you're pregnant? I never knew that. And some bonus when bargaining. Oh, I didn't know that at all. You get extra charisma when you're pregnant just because people come over and go, oh, that's nice. When's it due? And all that kind of stuff. Well, there you go. I never knew that. So there we go. So we have Stollen. We've got an awful lot of children now. There are an awful lot of children in the Piece of Cake dynasty. And that's good. That means that the dynasty will carry on for many, many years. Okay, let's get Berengar to drop off the exciting porcelain. There we go. So the porcelain goes into the storage capacity of the mansion. Yeah, we need to get Battenberg to go and sell that because that's going to sell at an okay price. Right, where is Battenberg now? He's very slowly making his way over to this lovely looking place. So in you go. Right, now is this place looking the same as the others or not? Is it looking the same? And I know the prices here seem to be a bit higher for these items. What about Wonder Cure? We can sell it for 381 and buy it for 386. Again, not a great deal. Not a great deal. Dr. Faustus's elixir, however, we can buy that here for 864 and sell it for 1,040. Selling it for 10,040 would be an absolute super deal. 1,040. So we'd make over, what's that, 180-ish gold? Just shy of that? That's not bad. That's pretty good going. Oakwood rings, they don't sell for very much more than anything else. Okay, what about other things? What about other... See, clothing I don't want to do. I don't want to flood the market for clothes because I want our clothes shop to be doing that. So we don't want to do that. Plague attire, we could buy it for 1,386 and sell it for 663 because we've already flooded the market with that one. Okay, well done us. That might be it. That might be the best thing we can do. How about what about this stuff? What about the exciting sort of rare items like the dye and stuff? 1723, 1834. Purple dye, that could be pretty good. Brocade, not quite so good. Wine, not really so good. Silk, yeah, you make a bit on silk actually. That's not too bad. Ivory. Oh, crikeys. Okay, 1154 for 1,310. So you make a bit of money on that. Porcelain, you would make a loss on. Pearls, buy them for 1,193, sell them for 1,310. So you'd make a little bit on that. Pepper, yeah, you'd make a tiny bit on that. And salt, you'd make an absolute tiny fraction on that as well. Okay, so we could get amber that seems to sell quite well. And we could buy more of that because it's cheaper as an individual unit. So we could do that. Or we could get some of this Dr. Faustus's elixir stuff. I think that might be quite good. Buy 15 lots of that for 12,960. So let's call it 13,000. So, okay, so we're going to spend 13,000 of our money on a load of this mysterious elixir that we don't really know what it does, and then run back to this market here and we will sell it. And it doesn't matter what market you go to. I don't think, as of yet, in the version of the Guild 3 that we're running, the markets are independent, which a few people have said in the comments, and some people have been quite surprised by that. Yeah, the markets are all linked at the moment. So this market here, the market in Presta, has exactly the same resources in it as, say, the market that's just here in the Old Town. So you sell a thing to a market, and I believe that it's all the same. Now, I think in future updates, they're going to change that round. They're going to make it so each market has its own kind of, goods and resources and demand and all that kind of stuff. But right now, all the markets are the same. So we can run down here, sell the stuff over at whatever this was called again. What's it called? Presta? Presta. Let's see how much money we get from that, and then we can go back there and do some more trading with Berlin. Okay, so we bought these for just under 13,000, and we're going to sell it for 15,600. Okay, yeah, there you go. That worked out pretty well. Now, are we able, do you think, to go back and grab some more of that, because they had some more over at the trade route, and bring it back very, very quickly indeed? Battenberg, go and do that, please. Let's see if we can just absolutely flood the market with that lovely profitable thing, and then we can move on to something else to flood the market with. Something very odd has happened here. I'm not entirely sure what to do with this situation. So we've got ourselves Jazine there in the middle, in the big fancy chair, being a judge. We've got Elsa over here, she's being a judge, and we've got another Elsa down here on the slightly less fancy chairs, I'd like to point out, than our chair. And then the person on trial isn't a person, it's a chicken. So there's a chicken just here that's just sort of being a chicken, and it's pecking, and it's on a barrel, and we can't do anything else. There are no other buttons for us to press. We can't get out of this. I mean, that's a little bit worrying. Hopefully that's not gone horribly wrong. This is going to be unfortunate. If we're stuck in here and the game has bugged out because we can't put a chicken on trial, that's unfortunate. No, there we go. Okay, that was worrying. That was a worrying moment there. Why was there a chicken? Why was there a chicken on trial? Now we need to know. This is now more important than anything else that's happened in the game. What had the chicken done? Why was the chicken on trial? I mean, had it done something terrible? Was it a terrible crime or was it a petty crime? I think we need to know. And what would have happened if it had been found guilty? I mean, if it was innocent, fine. It goes away free and it can cross roads all it likes. But if it was found guilty, what do we do? I mean, does it get locked away? Does it go and do hard labour? Does it become, the next day's lunch? Well, I actually need to know now. I want to know the story of the chicken that was on trial. Okay, fine. I mean, maybe we never will know. I do not know. Battenberg, let's go over here and hope that everything kind of returns to normal and we don't have any more kind of crazy chicken antics going on. But if you do know anything about the chicken, please do let me know because I would be very intrigued to hear about it. Okay, so we can buy it for 894 and sell it for 1,040. So we're buying it for a little bit more now. We do have some more money, however, to spend on it. But do we want to go down? Where was it? Was it essentials for the shiny things? Where was it? No, raw materials there. I was thinking the amber and stuff. Do we want to get, because we can get more of that because it's cheaper. So we can make a profit on that. We buy it for 538 and we sell it for 655. So what's that? 120-ish for each unit of it. How much can we buy? 29. That's pretty good. So yeah, 15,602. So 15,602. Oh, we really do need to get a wriggle on over here now. We really do need to get back over here because, yeah, that's very important. Okay, right. So you come back over that way. And if anybody knows what happened to the chicken and why it was on trial, please let me know because it's very important that I find out now. Somebody's leveled up, which is lovely. Oh, and they're over there. It's Carl the herbalist, who's 45 years old. Well done, Carl. You can have a point of dexterity to up your productivity. Well done, Carl. Okay, here is Battenberg with a massive load of amber to sell for just about 19,000 monies. Okay, yeah, that's very good. That's a very lucrative way round of doing things. It's just unfortunate that it requires that level of micromanagement to faff about. You have to go over there and look at the prices and pick the things and do all the stuff. It does make a lot of money, though. it makes a heck of a lot of money, which is very welcome indeed. There is an idle character. Who is idle? Oh, it's Berengar. He's probably hiding. He's probably hiding somewhere from Jazine's wrath, I would imagine. Okay, Berengar, you might as well go out and do some stuff. Can we actually do one of these things? Can we send you on a trip overseas again? Or is that going to be an idiotic mistake? 20,000 gets us 3,800 influence. But then that means we do bring back some stuff as well. It costs 15,000. So we say 5,000 money. We do get 800 influence less. But we do also bring back some goodies. Do you know what, Berengar? Again, like we did before, this is your chance for redemption. We're going to send you on a trip overseas. And maybe this time, just keep calm. Don't do anything silly. Keep your trousers on and all that kind of stuff, and just come back with some lovely shiny goods for us to sell. Don't come back with other things that are an unexpected but welcome surprise. Just come back with some shiny goods and a load of influence, please. That would be marvelous. So yeah, let's do this. Let's send you overseas. Big chunk of money right there, but that's absolutely fine. That's what we're saving this money for. So what we'll do is we'll just get Battenberg to go over to the trade route, pick up some stuff, and then go back to the market and sell it. I'll just keep running Battenberg back and forth, just doing that, picking out the most profitable things. We don't need to see it all because it's going to be relatively repetitive. I think now we might go for silk. We can buy that for 1,038 and sell it for 1,179, which is pretty good. So yeah, we'll just keep doing this until it looks like we've kind of exhausted all of the good options. Because at some point we are going to flood the market with many, many things. And yeah, we're not going to be able to buy anything and then sell it for a profit. But whilst we can, we might as well. So let's grab some silk. We can buy 13 silk for 13,494. Yeah, so let's just keep running back and forth, selling and buying stuff until we can do that no more. Okay, it's just turned to autumn in the year 1438. I'm just taking a look at the city records and all the jobs. I noticed that the city legate is now occupied, the role is occupied by someone called Christian. Hello, Christian. Hopefully you won't stick around very much longer, because if we can get Jazine into one of these jobs and then Jazine applies to the city legate position, we've got kind of a few votes that might go her way. So I think we need to get her into a position over here somewhere. So what about the dungeon master? In fact, nobody's applying for these jobs at all. There's a tax collector, a customs officer, and a dungeon master. Jazine, would you like to go and be the dungeon master? Because that sounds like a fun Dungeons and Dragons type thing to do. So let's go over to here. Let's apply with... Oh, hang on a minute. I want to get it right. It's Jazine. Okay, right. Yeah, let's apply for Jazine to have that role. So, okay, there we go. Hang on. Carrot? Is Carrot now of the age where they can do stuff? Can we get Carrot into some of these jobs? That would be excellent news indeed. Hang on a minute. Let's get Jazine into this job. 170. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So hopefully she'll get into that job. Are there any jobs down here? Can Carrot now apply for these jobs? Hang on, Carrot. How old are you now? You're 15. Let us take a look at you, Carrot. Okay. Well, there you are. This is Carrot. This is the heir of our dynasty. That's a very unusual thing you have on your head. It's kind of like a very glamorous kind of shower cap type thing. Okay. Is that the style? Look at that. A very high neck sort of thing. I mean, she looks very stern, does Carrot. Carrot looks very stern. She is, however, super intelligent. She is super intelligent. Okay, that's good though. So Carrot is now of the age where she can go out and do stuff. And that means she can get these jobs here, which is wonderful. As for our trading stuff, I think we've exhausted all possibilities. The only thing we did have left were pearls. But they were becoming expensive, yes, and indeed now they cost more to buy over here than we can actually make by selling them. Okay, I think we've kind of exhausted what we can do here. Everything is now expensive, or we don't make enough profit on it to make it worth it. I did notice, looking through here in the black market goods, there are some very odd things in here. I mean, there's stuff that we outlawed. So, toad slime, we outlawed that. That was illegal. The flower of discord, that seems to be legal. I mean, yeah, what do they sell for? 313, buy it for 276. It's not really worth it. It's not really worth the effort. We might as well just save the money and actually let the businesses use it and stuff. However, I do notice that at the top here, the first thing that you can buy from the Berlin trade route is a bomb. Who authorised this? Who is allowing bombs in through our trade network? Can we not have bombs? I understand other stuff, paralysis poisons and Black Widow poisons, caps of invisibility. They all sound very, very good. And I'm all for these things, but a bomb's a little bit too much in your face, obvious nastiness, isn't it? I mean, all these things are at least subtly terrible. That thing's just very much sort of explodey boom dead. So yeah, I don't really want them to have bombs. It does say there actually in the description, you can use this work of the devil to rain destruction and damnation down on the building of an obnoxious rival. Too melodramatic, you say? You'll see. I think it is a bit melodramatic. It's a bit excessive as a bomb. Okay, fine. Well, there you go. We can have bombs if we want to. So yeah, the last thing would be then, if we've exhausted that trade route, is to just pop over here and just check out the Braunschweig one once again, just to make sure we're not missing out. And whilst Battenberg makes his way over there, we should take a look at what Carrot is doing. Let's have a look at what his daughter is doing. Oh, she's still in the school. She is still learning stuff in the school right now. Okay, so it must finish then. So this thing has started, and even though she's now turned 15, that thing is going to continue, is it? So we won't get the money back, but she will get the XP, and she might get a level up and a point to spend as well. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I thought that because she was 15, the school would have just booted her out the door and gone, right, you're done, go away, no more schooling, go and do jobs. So okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. So she's still in the school, so we don't need to worry too much about her right now. How old are the other ones? Lemon Drizzle. See, Lemon Drizzle's not far behind. It won't be long before Lemon Drizzle also comes of age and can also go round and do stuff and get the top fancy jobs and all that kind of stuff. Oh my goodness me. And look at the number of people we've got. Look at the number of people. It's all very silly indeed. What we could do is we could move the second tier of people over to Piece of Cake Manor. So Sponge and her family could move over to that house. The only thing is, that because they live there, that's their family home. I think that is where they are labelled as living. So even if I think we say we move you over here, I don't think they actually are set to live in that house. I think this is where the Piece of Cakes live, and they own some other properties, and that's fine, but this is where they're all marked to live. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, we've been praised, however. That's nice. Helmut Roller praise. Sponge Piece of Cake in public. That is lovely. Okay. Can we get any of these jobs yet? Dungeon Master application has gone in. Ah, right, yes. A gate guard. I was going to say an informer requires us to do stuff. A gate guard does not. Can we get Carrot into that position? I know she's in the school, and that might cancel her schooling at the moment, but it's probably better to get her into this sort of, jobs tree as we are now. Because she's done lots of schooling. She's fine. She's really clever. She's super intelligent. So let's get Carrot in on this. Yes, 85 to apply to be a gate guard. Don't worry, Carrot. We won't leave you as a gate guard. We will absolutely, throw you upwards through these sort of tiers of jobs to make sure you get a decent job. But yeah, you've got to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere, and that is where you are starting. When is the thing for that? Next election, 1438 at 512. Do you know what? Let's see. Let's move time on to 512, and let's see what happens. Oh, there's a thing. Oh, there's all sorts of things happening. There's all sorts of things happening. What is this? Cast our vote. Oh, hang on. Yes. I think Jazine should get the job. Absolutely I do. Okay, right. We'll leave the scene just there. Okay. Right, that's good. Do we need to do anything else with all of these probably very important things? Do you know what? We probably don't. I mean, there's some judging stuff to do. Do we need to go and do that? Do we need to pass a verdict on that? Let's just confirm that one, and then we'll do that one as well. We'll just do it by sort of proxies and go, yeah, there you go. I agree with whatever that was. I'm really paying attention. And now Brocade is looking fairly profitable here. So from the other trade route, we can buy Brocade for 1,338 and sell it for 1,572. That's a very good profit indeed. So let's buy all of the Brocade they have available. Oh, and we've got room for something else as well. Well, let's just buy a load of amber, shall we? Let's buy 20 amber. And there's a little bit more amber coming in. Hang on. Slow time down a tad. Where is our other person? Right. The only thing about this is if we tell Irene to go to there, then that means she's not following. That means she's not following Battenberg. So she's going to have to break her trade route thing. Right. She goes into there. So she wanders into the trade route thing. And now we go. Oh, no, we don't do that because that's completely the wrong thing to do. Then we get you to say, okay, you hold all these things for me, please. There we go. Thank you very much, bodyguard. Very faithful bodyguard. And then we can go back to Battenberg, who should be there, and do some more buying. Although we won't be buying amber because the price here to buy it has shot up. Let's get a load of tobacco instead. Let's just grab 27 tobacco. Right, and now Battenberg is going to need to come out here. But then, is she still following? Is she still going to follow? I don't think she is now. She's going to leave him. So right, now we need to say on here, Escort somebody. Right, escort the sovereign of the land, please. That would be a good idea because, you know, I think they need to be kept a bit safe. And then Battenberg, yep, indeed. Hang on, you need to run over to a market. Okay, so first things first, sell the tobacco. A nice big pile of money there. And now this is where this becomes a bit of a faff, doesn't it? This becomes a little bit of a faff. So then we want to say, right, where is she? Where is she indeed? Where's that guard? Oh no, there she is. Right, she's being run over by the the giant cart there. So now, how do we? Now we need to get her to go into there to actually enter the market as a character into the market. Yeah, okay. This it is good that you can hold more stuff, but it is a bit of a fiddle. My goodness me, that is a bit of a faff around the place. Okay, so do that and then bring her back out just to make sure that it's not her doing the actual selling of things. And then back in here, back we go, get Battenberg to sell these because Battenberg is good at selling stuff. So, okay, 42,000 monies plus just an extra 13,100. We've got 94 grand. That is wonderful. That's very, very good indeed. Right, and now we'll bring you, Battenberg, back out over here. And then, oh, hang on, paused it. And then we need to get you. If I can click on you this time. No, not you. Can I click on her? Can I click on the bodyguard? Oh no, Battenberg's he's too near. He's too near. There we go. Right, click on you, Irene, and please follow your lord and master and sovereign of the land, Battenberg, around and make sure no one kills him to death. Okay, right, lovely. That's all that sorted. Look at the profit. Look at the profit that we just made there. That's very lovely. I think that'll do for Battenberg's trading spree for now. Let's just get him to do some of this stuff. In fact, you know what? No, let's get him to oil the wheels of bureaucracy. That will spend 20,000 of our 94,000 and get us 3,800 influence. That's got to be a good thing. And you know what? Yeah, we'll take it over here. We'll take it to the city hall this time because that looks good, doesn't it? The sovereign giving the city hall a big load of money. That's going to look very good indeed. It's going to look very nice. People are going to be happy. They're going to be thinking, yes, the sovereign cares about us in Magdeburg. And don't worry, yes, the sovereign does care indeed. The sovereign likes it here. And also, it gets us a great big pile of influence, which is also very useful. So there you go. Right, let's run over and do that. I noticed we spent the money and we haven't got the influence yet. I assume we just drop it off. And then there's the influence. And you know what? Let's do that again. Oh, we can't do it again right now. Oh, okay. I was going to say we can do that again right now, but no, we can't. There is a little sort of cool-off period thing. Okay, do you know what, Battenberg? Go around and do your sort of do your PR stuff because that does get us some influence. I mean, it's not very much, but it does at least do something. Okay, the next thing we want to wait for is 12 minutes past 5 when we will find out if Jazine has been successful in becoming the Dungeon Master. I imagine she is going to be because we've both voted for her. Both Sponge and Berengar have voted for her. And there's only 3 people placing votes anyway. So she's got 2 votes of the 3 required. I mean, is it just a majority? I mean, in that case, she's already got the job and this is a formality. So what we'll do is we'll just run time on. I think we'll just speed time on until that time in the evening. It's not that far away. And we'll see if she gets the job, which I suspect she's going to. Oh, a couple of announcements before the decision has been made. And yes, there we go. Jazine did get the job. I mean, yeah, I imagine that it's just because... yeah, out of the 3 votes, we had 2 of them under our own control. And indeed, the other chap, Christian, whoever he is, did vote for Jazine as well. Because I also guess she was the only person that went for that job. So there we go. So now Jazine is in here. Now this is good. This is good because Jazine is in the middle tier. That means that when this job becomes available for the city legate, whenever that might be, 1439. Oh, it's a little way off. It's a whole day away. Whole day / year / season, which is a little bit weird. Away. So we're going to have to wait a little while for that to come up. But then, yes, then she can apply for that. And I don't think Christian has a chance about that. I don't think Christian has got a chance because we will have the mayor and the treasurer voting for Jazine. Also, somebody has applied to be the mayor. Oh, Sponge has applied to be the mayor. Oh, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, Sponge, you can continue to be the mayor. That would be wonderful. Yeah, carry on doing that. Yeah, they must have auto-apply for that one because I don't remember doing it myself. A trade agreement, carrot for... Holt Kepner. No, Carrot is ours. Carrot is our person. I want to determine what happens to Carrot. So no, we're not going to do that. And there was something there which I missed. That's unfortunate. I don't know what that was. Was it somebody levelling up? Was it a family member levelling up or something? Oh, fruit. Is fruit back from the court or whatever it was? Ah, there you go. You're buff, trained at court, and people are speaking highly of you. Okay, do you know what? You can go to school. Absolutely. We'll send you to school because we're nice like that. So there you go. You pop off to school, Fruit. Enjoy that there. That's what that message would have been. Okay, right. So this is all very good. What we'll do is, I think we'll finish up for now. Things are looking pretty good. We've got a great big pile of money again. Influence is 24,000. So yeah, we're slowly clocking up the influence. We might be able to next time become a count, and then it's going to start getting into really silly numbers. I mean, you need 1.2 million monies to become an Archduke. And that's before, you got to spend all the money to get to the titles before it first. But yeah, it's looking very good for that. So yeah, I think we'll leave it for now. Next time we'll see what money we can bring in, and we will then maybe next time, because we didn't do it this time, I think we'll sort that out. We'll get Hospitality 4 in, and we'll make sure they're making the exciting, profitable beers. And then also we'll have a look at what other business we want to get involved in. Because, yeah, we now do have kind of free reign over things. So what do we want to do? Go down a herbalism route? Get a stonemason in? Get a metalworking thing in? We'll have a little look around and see what there is and see what's available and what might be, a good gap in the market. And yeah, we'll get our other business in. Do we get another business for becoming a count? No, we get a henchman. No, okay, that's not as good, but okay, that's fine. It's better than nothing, I suppose. So yeah, we'll see what we do next time out, but we shall finish up for now. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be very, very splendid indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in the Guild 3. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. He's gone down the lifts, even though they're not built. The lifts aren't finished. People, this is very dangerous. Martin said it's fine and gave me a negative review. You silly madman, you've clicked the wrong button. It looked like he had no trousers on, which was a little bit strange. Oh, Linda, with your gleaming golden words of appreciation. Linda says, an okay hotel.